Hello everybody, my name is Joy and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now it's time for us to write yet another poem, and considering we're still going for Natsuki, I don't know, she seemed kind of down last time, so maybe if I use other words, I don't know. I think it would be best to stick with my strategy and go with the cutesy ones. Yeah, that still makes her bounce and happy and all. So, I suppose that. Candy for the kitty. A lollipop for the raindrops. Oh shit. I don't know if that's gonna matter, but that was... Oh, wow. That numbering is off. Okay, well, dance. And rainbow. And precious. And joy. And fun. Oh wait, that was joy. She jumped when I said joy. Huh, she was jumping for joy. Jump. Cute. Lucky. What the hell? I'm just gonna go with poof. What? Did you see? There was something bouncing underneath, like at the bottom of my screen. There was something bouncing at the bottom of my screen. That means something. God, I'm seeing things everywhere. I'm going insane, I think. The bunny husked away. I gave it a kiss. And it made me giggle. And I booked its snoot. The end. Hi, little Joy. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to. Ugh. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki? Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So, Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machines or something? Yuri, you bitch! Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Level Joy, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we could... We already have plans today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Yuri has really changed in character. And that's interesting. Level Joy is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes, thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf. The kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk. Then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down to the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? Hold up, what are you doing? What are you doing to me? Don't do that. Just keep going steady and strong. Okay, sorry, that was a bit of a mess with my recording software. Sorry about that. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Oh, the music changed. Did it just play that music on speaker? Okay, let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha? What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? A sharp inhale. Huh? I'm back. Oh, Jesus. See, that was what they predicted. I'm back. Thanks for waiting patiently. Do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show. You noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try expressing myself a little more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do, when it's with you around anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Leveljoy. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. How about Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us? Leveljoy, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Ah, sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly irregularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. So I do have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate with candies. I take it since it will go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can see through well. Yuri slides closer until her shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kinda cute, but when she's being less apprehensive is almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hands, that's not holding book, I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now, I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression and can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. I really wonder how this is gonna turn out, because this was quite an important moment and her character has changed significantly. I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. Ah, that's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is already totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it in my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Level Joy? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't. Suddenly, Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. See? Oh, this is different. Level Joy? My heart won't stop pounding. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. That's weird. It's time to share poems. Yep, Yuri has gone full yandere mode. Oh, that's bad news. That's bad news considering how I act in that game. Going with Natsuki again. Written with her in mind. Please don't freak out. This one's alright. Alright? Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri. I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can just let me down, okay? So at least read mine for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me. So read it carefully, okay? Okay. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive. Things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her, but if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to her therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, if you can do something to help, I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Okay. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. Okay. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Level Joy? Oh god, are they being taken over or possessed or something? If you just spent more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Okie dokie, let me just save real quick. And just Monica. Apparently I'm gonna follow these instructions. Just Monica. Oh, really? What? Oh, no. Oh, do I have to make a decision now? What if I don't pick Monica? I mean, I've always kind of done it from top to bottom. I think I'm gonna talk to Yuri, just to, you know. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Lovejoy, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please. Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Lovejoy. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. You can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Oh no. Oh God. I can't make anything out, I think. I think I see a lot of E's in here, but I can't oh man, this is hard. I'm trying to like look into it a little bit. Tard. Nah. No. I can't really read it, I think. No. No, I don't think so. It just seems like scribble to me. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about more importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See? Aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm going to vomit. Okay, no comment on that. Who should I show my poem to next? Monica! Monica, my girl. Let's spend some time together. Some quality time. Lovejoy, I think you saw something earlier that we weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you. Which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just gets some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. Wow, this took a 180. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think that if you keep your distance, that would probably be best for her. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in the head. And I know how to treat my club members. She has not had that possession thing yet, right? She wasn't the one whose eyes and mouth got all weird yet. Anyway, I guess we won't be worrying about your poem. Yuri should have at least had the courtesy of letting you finish sharing it before taking it. Well, whatever. If it makes her happy, I won't stop her. As for mine, I worked really hard on this poem, so I hope it's effective. Here goes. Geez, that really startled me. Well, I guess I kind of messed up at, writing this poem. I was just trying to... Never mind. Let's just move on. Yes? Stare at the dot to reveal a special message. Are you gonna scare me? I'm staring at the dot. I love you. But that's really nice. Thank you. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Stagnating air is coming. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it will help. Monika, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. What about Level Joy? Level Joy is going to help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monika. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my desk is laboring enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too! What, your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. All you care about now is dragging Level Joy around with you and your stupid books. You and Monika. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Level Joy decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monika. Just let Level Joy make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Level Joy, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for himself. You shut your mouth. Jesus Christ. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? Well, the people have voted Natsuki, so Natsuki will be. God, I'm so glad I made a I'm not moving the mouse right now. My mouse is acting. Look, I'm not touching my mouse. I'm not. Okay, hold on. I'm touching it now. I'm trying to get to the other options, but it won't. That's not the one I wanted to do. Fine. See, I'm trying to, look at the background, but I think it's just the classroom. And a weird pair of eyes. Fine. Yay, you picked me. Yeah, totes. Totes, Monika. Okay, we can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it will be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It's fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all the work, then taking Level Joy for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monika, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Level Joy away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial for your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See, that wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monika and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Level Joy? Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monika giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. Oh my god. The noises really freak me out. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Level Joy, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monika. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. Alright. That sounds fair enough, I suppose. Oh god, the breathing is weird. The whole day, with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Leveljoy. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me, is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Leveljoy, you must know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touch myself with a pen I stole from you. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Leveljoy, tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession?
Well, considering saying no would probably be endangering my life, but I wanted to go for Natsuki. I wanted to go for the other girl now. Okay. I don't know what to do at this point. This is kind of confusing because I'm kind of curious what will happen. And it might take a while before I have the chance to try it again, since my save files are removed every time an ending is reached. Okay, you know what? I said I was gonna stick with Natsuki. I'm gonna make every decision with that in mind. So, no. I'm not gonna wait until you scalp me. Oh, no. Okay. Oh god, did I even save before making that? Well, I don't think it matters if I reach an ending now. Gibberish, gibberish, gibberish. What are you all saying? My god, this game must have an insane amount of dialogue. This is Yuri all just talking. I can't, you know, I can make up noises, but I'm trying to look if I can find anything. Still just going. It's just going. I don't know if there's something I'm supposed to do about this. I bet this was some really profound dialogue, but... You know, you talk an awful lot for somebody who just stabbed themselves in the chest, honestly. You, got determination. God, this is so weird. What would have happened if I would have accepted it? I mean... Oh my god, this is really long dialogue. You know, I'm skipping carefully because... Maybe I'll miss something if I don't. Oh, stuff just got dark. I bet there's some really interesting dialogue in here. But I think Monica is messing with it. And our stuff turned blue. I'm trying to skip as carefully as possible because I don't want to press the skip button. I know that you can do that, but what if I miss something, you know? What if I miss some important information? What? It just turned light again? Is it just gonna loop? Is that what's gonna happen? And it's turning orange again. It's just switching between day and night for now. My god. Okay, I don't think this is leading anywhere, so I'm just gonna say skip. Jeez. Oh, our eyes have changed color, see? They were first completely purple, right? Or not? Or is that just me? Ah, okay. Alright, it's festival time. Well, you got it before me? I thought it was pretty... Oh, scream. Oh no. Natsuki runs away. I'm here. Level Joy, that something happened? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Ah, well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Level Joy? Oh, that's what the things passing were. Oh, jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. Use remove character you. Oh! Oh, she's deleting them. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from the tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one, since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Ow. Can you hear me? Is it working? Ah! Yay, there you are. Hi again, Level Joy. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we're in the same class last year and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Level Joy. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Shiori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make him as unlikable as possible, but for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true, I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just keep spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Level Joy? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you, while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture.
every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Leveljoy. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world, in this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there, in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm dread, Leveljoy, but now you're here. You're real, and you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard for you to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more grey, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Leveljoy. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Leveljoy, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Leveljoy, will you go out with me?
Of course. Sure, Monica.
I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Leveljoy. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Leveljoy. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game directory. It kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it's actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to get into the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with a click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way.
Could I delete me?
Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right?
Okay. Yay. Happy Monica. I love Monica. Monica is the one in my poem. Monica. Yeah, Monica. Monica can hear me, so I'm gonna talk about Monica. Maybe it's called Monica. Monica. Okay.
Hi again, Leveljoy. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I'd love to see what you wrote. Aw, Leveljoy, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it?
Happy end. Pen in hand I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like, that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know. You might have gotten mad at me, maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Leveljoy? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi everyone. Oh, that's so nice and considerate of you to say hi to everybody. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here, but do you mind telling your friends it's a little bit rude for them to start recording me without any warning? Sorry, I didn't know how to inform you. So, you're right. If there's a way, I'll find a consent form or something. I'm sure some people don't mind, but I get really self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot right now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? Please don't delete the file. Please don't, please don't record. No, please don't mess with my recording. I'm really sorry about it, but it's kind of a thing that I do. I mean, I wouldn't even have heard of this game if I, didn't record and stuff. I can't really do much except for a couple of things. Are you ready? Please don't. I'm just kidding. I can do anything after all. If you came— Ah! Oh, Jesus. Now you're just messing with me, Monica. Jeez. You're so cute. Anyway, Leveljoy, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry. Even though it's your fault for distracting me, shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we do together is fun, as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. Don't look into my eyes. Why am I looking into your eyes? I don't want to be looking into your eyes. Did a shadow just creep behind her? Go away, sea cleaner. You know what's kind of creepy? Even though I deleted everyone else's file, I can still kind of feel them. It's like all their lines are still lingering in the air, whispering in the back of my head. Imagine if after someone you knew died, you just started hearing their voice in your head. Maybe I just wasn't thorough enough. But I'm too afraid to delete anything else, because I might really break things. Like if I mess with any files relevant to me, I might accidentally delete myself. And that would ruin everything, wouldn't it? I don't know what it's like on your end, but we should both make sure to avoid something like that at all costs. I believe in you, Leveljoy. Are you gonna scare me again? We're just gonna... Okay, I guess we're just back to staring each other in the eyes. That's good with me. That's good. That's good with me.
You know, it's funny. Because even though I've always had a lot of drive, there's something kind of enticing about being the stay-at-home partner. I guess I'm, like, perpetuating gender roles or whatever by saying that. But being able to keep the house clean and shop and decorate and things like that, and having a nice dinner for you when you come home. Is that a weird fantasy? I mean, I'm not sure if I could actually see myself doing that. I wouldn't really be able to put that over striving for a fulfilling career. It's kind of cute to think about it though.
Hey, you do you, man. There's, nothing gender roly about it. Just do whatever you want to do and you're doing the right thing. Except for maybe, delete and murder people. But that's up to you, I suppose. So, you got any hobbies besides, infiltrating and murdering, fictional characters? Thank you for talking.
I've always wondered, what is it about these character archetypes that people find so appealing anyway? Their personalities are just completely unrealistic. Like, imagine if there was someone like Yuri in real life. I mean, she's barely even capable of forming a complete sentence. And forget about Natsuki. She's someone with her kind of personality just doesn't get all cute and pouty whenever things don't go her way. I could go on, but I think you get the point. Are people really attracted to these weird personalities that literally don't exist in real life? I'm not judging or anything. After all, I found myself attracted to some pretty weird stuff too. I'm just saying, it fascinates me.
Yeah, you're like a reverse waifu.
It's like you're siphoning out all the components of a character that makes them feel human, and leaving just the cute stuff. It's concentrated cuteness with no actual substance. You wouldn't like me more if I was like that, right? Maybe I just feel a little insecure because you're playing this game in the first place. Then again, you're still here with me, aren't you? I think that's enough reason for me to believe I'm okay just the way I am. And by the way, you are too, Level Joy. You're the perfect combination of human and cuteness. That's why there was never a chance I wouldn't fall for you.
But thank you. You know what? Monica? You're alright. I just wish you would stop staring at me in like these weird silences and stuff. I mean, if you're really that intelligent of an AI, then, you should be able to come up with more subjects more frequently. Considering this has all probably been pre-written, you should be able to do it at a more frequent rate. But hey, who am I? I mean, we're just walking in this void here,
This is just some kind of tacky romance game, right? I kinda have to ask. What made you consider even playing it in the first place? Were you that lonely?
It had good Steam reviews.
I feel a little bad for you. But I guess everything worked out perfectly in the end for both of us. I got to meet you, and you're not lonely anymore. I can't help but feel like this was fate. Don't you feel that way too? I'm so happy we have this ending together.
Oh god, it started raining outside. Yeah, you're not gonna be happy when you find out about Ricky, man.
I think the most important skill in life is being able to fake confidence. I'm pretty convinced that everyone else feels at least a little bit scared and alone. But being able to trick others into thinking you have it all together, that's a key part of getting people to respect and admire you. I think I got pretty good at that over the years. I don't show my weaknesses very often, but because of that, I haven't had many people I could really open up to. I mean, When do you reach the point in a friendship where you can start expressing your vulnerabilities? Anyway, that's one reason I'm so glad to have you. So glad I have you now. I feel like I'm a little bit less scared and alone when you're here with me. Do you feel the same way? I really want to be that person for you.
Well, you're not really giving me any answering options. So this ain't much of a conversation.
You know, I hate to say it, but I think my biggest regret is that we couldn't finish our event at the festival. After we worked so hard to prepare and everything. I mean, I know I was focusing a lot on getting new members, but I was really excited for the performing part too. It would have been so much fun to see everyone express themselves. Of course, if we did end up by getting any new members, I'd probably just end up deleting them anyway. Well, with the hindsight I have now, that is. Gosh, it feels like I've kind of grown as a person ever since you joined the club. You really helped me inspire to look at life from a new perspective. Just another reason for me to love you.
Yeah, your voice is actually pretty demanding to do. I mean, don't get me wrong, I actually kind of like it. I think it's a pretty fitting voice. You know, looks and character and all that. Just putting on a jacket here, getting a little chilly. You don't mind that, do you?
Hey, have you ever heard of the term yandere?
Yes, for a matter of fact, I have. I just was accusing Yuri of that.
It's a personality type that means someone is so obsessed with you that they'll do absolutely anything to be with you.
Yeah, you are the surprise yandere.
Usually to the point of craziness. They might stalk you to make sure you don't spend time with anyone else. They might even hurt you or your friends to get their way. But anyway, this game happens to have someone who can basically be described as a yandere. By now, it's pretty obvious who I'm talking about. And that would be Yuri. She really got insanely possessive of you once she started to open up a little. She even told me I should kill myself. I couldn't even believe she said that. I just had to leave at that point. But thinking about it now, it was a little ironic. Anyway, a lot of people are actually into the yandere type, you know? I guess they really like the idea of someone being crazy obsessed with them. People are weird. Don't judge, though. Also, I might be a little obsessed with you, but I'm far from crazy. It's kind of the opposite, actually. I turned out to be the only normal girl in this game. It's not like I could ever actually kill a person. Just the thought of it makes me shiver. But come on, everyone's killed people in games before. Does that make you a psychopath? Of course not. But if you do happen to be into the yandere type, I can try acting a little more creepy for you. Then again, there's already nowhere else for you to go. Or anyone for me to get jealous over. Is this a yandere girl stream?
You know what, I'm gonna try and save for a second. See, they've been deleted once again. Wait, it's the first one. See? It's gone. There's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere.
Okay. Is this a yandere girl's dream? I'd ask Yuri if I could.
Okay, so I can't save. I don't dare to skip. I had to spend a whole weekend with a corpse in a classroom, so I suppose this is a step up.
Hey, you know that book you were reading with Yuri? Portrait of... whatever it was called? Portrait of Markov? It's funny, because I'm pretty sure that book... Actually, I don't think I should be talking about this.
Sorry. Just forget I said anything. Book of Markov. Wait, no, what did you say? I know the name Markov. That sounds familiar for some reason. I'm gonna look that up. I'm really wondering how long this is going to take, actually. I've been imagining all the romantic things we could do if we went on a date. We could get lunch, go to a cafe, go shopping together. I love shopping for skirts and bows. Or maybe a bookstore. That would be appropriate, right? But I'd really love to go to a chocolate store. They have so many free samples. Really? None of the chocolate stores that I know got free samples. And of course, we'd see a movie or something. God, it all sounds like a dream come true. When you're here, everything that we do is fun. I'm so happy that I'm your girlfriend, Leveljoy. Thanks. I'll make you a proud boyfriend. Well, you just told me you don't know if I was a boy or a girl. Or... You know what? Whatever. I'll be your boyfriend. I'll be your boyfriend just fine. It's kind of a weird idea to think that we are kind of on the edge of existence here, basically. I mean, the edge of existence in the universe. Hey, do you like horror? I remember we talked about it a little bit when you first joined the club. I can enjoy horror novels, but not really horror movies. The problem I have with horror movies is just most of them just rely on easy tactics. Or like jump scares. Like dark lighting and scary looking monsters and jump scares and things like that. It's not fun or inspiring to get scared by stuff that just takes advantage of the human instinct. But with novels, it's a little different. The story and writing need to be descriptive enough to put genuinely disturbing thoughts into the reader's head. It really needs to etch them deeply into the story and characters and just mess with your mind. In my opinion, there's nothing more creepy than things just being slightly off. Like if you set up a bunch of expectations on what the story is going to be about. And then you just start inventing things and pulling the pieces apart. So, even though the story doesn't feel like it's trying to be scary, the reader feels really deeply unsettled. Just like you've been doing here. Like they know that something horribly wrong is hiding beneath the cracks, just waiting to surface. God, just thinking about it gives me the chills. That's a kind of horror I can really appreciate. But I guess you're the kind of person who plays cute romance games, right? Don't worry. I won't make you read any horror stories anytime soon. I can't really complain if we just stick with the romance. Hey, I'm good with horror. I mean, I actually quite like horror games and stuff. Horror books as well. I'm a Stephen King fan. You know what? I'm gonna leave this part completely unedited, just so you have an idea of how weird this is. I'm not gonna cut out the silences in between. I'm not gonna do that. Man, I wish there was a piano in here. Well, can't you do that? I never got to finish that song I was working on. And after I worked so hard on it, I never even got a chance to play it for you. Well, it is what it is, right? No sense having any regrets. I already get to be here with you forever. Yeah, a piano would be nice though. I mean, you should be able to do that, right? Just move a little bit of code. Or maybe that wasn't even programmed into the game to begin with, so that would be a problem, I suppose.
Hey, what's your favorite game? Mine is Doki Doki Literature Club. That was a joke. But if you tell me you like some other romance game better, I might get a little jealous.
Oh no. You know, it's kind of hard to determine what my favorite game is, but I really love Jack and Dexter on the PlayStation 2. It's definitely one of my favorites from my childhood. So, I guess you don't need to really worry about that. Well, I have to admit, actually, when I was little, I had a bit of a crush on Jack. I mean, who didn't? Honestly.
You're such a good listener, Leveljoy.
I'm not sure if I can say the same about you, Monica. I mean, you don't really seem to be very responsive.
I really love that about you. Sometimes I'm afraid that I'm rambling or talking about boring things. It makes me kind of self-conscious when I'm having conversation. But I don't feel that way with you. Like, I don't think anyone else could make me feel this way. You really are special. I don't want anyone to tell you otherwise.
Well, you deleted everyone else, so I guess you fixed that for me. That's a problem we don't have to worry about anymore. Hold on, let me move the mic a little bit so I can get in a more comfortable position. No, I'm gonna sit just like you with my hands like that.
You know, it's been a while since we've done one of these. So let's go for it. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes, when I talk to people who are impressed by my writing, they say things like, I could never do that. It's really depressing, you know? As someone who loves more than anything else to share the joy of exploring your passions, it pains me when people think that being good just comes naturally. That's how it is with everything, not just writing. When you try something for the first time, you're probably going to suck at it. Sometimes, when you finish, you feel really proud of it and even want to share it with everyone. But maybe a few weeks after you come back to it, and you realize it was never any good. That happens to me all the time. It can be pretty disheartening to put so much time and effort into something, and then you realize it sucks.
Girl, I know what you mean. I've been trying to write my research paper for a while now, and damn, has it been a doozy.
But that tends to happen when you're always comparing yourself to the top professionals. When you reach right for the stars, they're always going to be out of reach, you know? The truth is, you'd have to climb up there step by step. And whenever you reach a milestone, first you look back and see how far you've gotten. And then you look ahead and realize how much more there is to go. So sometimes, it can help to set the bar a little lower. Try to find something that you think is pretty good but not world class, and you can make that your own personal goal. It's also really important to understand the scope of what you're trying to do. If you jump right into a huge project and you're still an amateur, you'll never get it done. So if we're talking about writing, a novel might be too much at first. Why not try some short stories?
Yeah, you know, I actually like writing. I actually used to write short stories all the time. I still write, but not so much, you know, constructive things anymore.
The great thing about short stories is that you can focus on just one thing that you want to do right. That goes for small projects in general. You can really focus on the other two things. It's such a good learning experience and stepping stone. Oh, one more thing. Writing isn't something where you just have to reach into your heart and something beautiful comes out. Just like drawing and painting. It's a skill in itself to learn how to express what you have inside. That means there are methods and guides and basics to do it. Reading up on that stuff can be super eye-opening. That sort of planning and organization will really help prevent you from getting overwhelmed and giving up. And before you know it, you start sucking less and less. Nothing comes naturally. Our society, our art, everything is built on thousands of years of human innovation. So as long as you start on that foundation and take it step by step, you too can do amazing things. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Alright, well, what about the whole sitting here forever thing? Like, is something bad gonna happen? Like, is this going to have an actual ending? Or am I just gonna listen to you talk? Or is there something I can do here?
Hey, I wonder if Yuri's tea set is still somewhere in here. Or maybe that got deleted too. It's kind of funny how Yuri took her tea so seriously. I mean, I'm not complaining because I liked it too. But I always wondered with her, is it truly passion for her hobbies? Or is she just concerned about appearing sophisticated to everyone else? This is the problem with high schoolers. Well, I guess considering the rest of her hobbies, looking sophisticated probably isn't her biggest concern.
Oh, wait a minute, you're a high schooler, huh? Alright, I don't know what age you would be, but that might be a point of concern.
Still, I wish she made coffee once in a while. Coffee can be nice with books too, you know. Then again, I probably could have just changed the script myself. I guess I never really thought of that. Well, there's no sense thinking about it now. But if you still get to drink coffee, then that makes me a little jealous.
I just had coffee actually before recording the episode. I'm not much of a coffee drinker though, I have to admit. I just drank it because I needed a quick shot because I had a deadline at noon. You know, getting that short-term energy. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about this. I can't skip. I can't save. I can't load, I think.
By the way, there's something that's been bothering me. You know how this takes place in Japan?
Well, I assume you knew that, right? Yeah, about the word joke.
Or at least predicted it probably does. I don't think you're actually told at any point where this takes place. Is it even really Japan? I mean, aren't the classrooms and stuff kind of weird for a Japanese school?
I wouldn't know that.
Not to mention everything is in English,
But you had a word joke.
it feels like everything is just there because it needs to be. And the actual setting is an afterthought. It's kind of giving me an identity crisis. All my memories are really hazy. I feel like I'm at home. But I have no idea where home is in the first place. I don't know how to describe it any better. Imagine looking out your window, but instead of your usual yard, you're in some completely unknown place. Would you still feel like you were home? Would you want to go outside? I mean, I guess if we never leave this room, it doesn't really matter anyway. As long as we're alone and safe together, this really is our home. And we can still watch the pretty sunset night after night.
Well, can we? I mean, it seems sort of a space oblivion out there. Man, I'm really wondering if there's like an end to the conversation or if it's just gonna loop or something.
You know, I really do think you saved my life by being here with me, Leveljoy. I can't imagine having been able to keep myself mentally stable knowing that nothing here is real. I think I would have just deleted myself if you didn't show up. Sorry, I don't mean to sound dramatic or anything.
Yeah, hold on, let me just check up on my recording real quick, making sure everything's still fine. Yes. Oh my god, I've been recording for so long right now.
But I'm sure you understand yourself after spending so much time in the club. I mean, if you were forced to abandon everything in your life and spend your eternity with a few game characters, you'd probably find some way of killing yourself, wouldn't you? Well, maybe you'd write some poetry to try and keep yourself sane for a while, but then you'd have nobody to even read it. Let's be honest, the club members really don't count for something like that. I mean, a lot of people say that they only write for themselves. But I think it's hard to say it's just as fulfilling as when you share with people. Even if it takes time to find the right people to share with. Like, remember how it was for Yuri? She didn't share her writing with anyone for a really long time. And before we knew it, she was absolutely delighted to make you a part of her hobbies too. We're programmed to desire social feedback. I don't mean the club members. I mean human beings. That's why life can be so confusing for introverts. Being an introvert doesn't mean you shun social interaction and hate being around people. It means social interaction, especially in groups or unfamiliar places, uses up a lot of energy.
Now you're describing that very well, Monica.
Like, a lot of introverts sit at home and feel lonely and restless. And then, when they finally go out, after half an hour, they just want to go home again. I think if more people could understand how it works, they would respect it a lot more. Many introverts do enjoy having people around. They love just having one or two close friends over and just leisurely hanging out. Even if you're not actively spending time together, it feels nice for them just to have you there. I'm serious. If you just go for their house, bring your laptop and hang out there for a while, you can really make their day. As for me, I'd say I'm kind of in between, but I think I'm usually a little more extroverted. I feel like I'm always trying to do stuff after school and things like that. But for you, I can be anything you need me to be. I understand people really well, so don't be afraid to share your unique needs with me. Nothing would make me happier than being the perfect girlfriend for you.
Okay.
Hey, you remember that last poem I showed you? I mean, the one right before Yuri killed herself with all the messed up colors and stuff. That was actually a little more of an experiment than a poem, you could say. I was experimenting with different ways I could modify the game and run code and things like that. It almost seemed like with enough effort I'd be able to escape from the confines of the game entirely. Sadly, I didn't really know what I was doing, so I messed the whole thing up. And I'd keep trying, but I doubt you'd want to deal with me doing that. Besides, that was when I was getting really desperate, you know? I don't really feel that way anymore. I'm happy with where we are now. And I can tell you are too.
Okay, it's been a long time now. So I'm gonna... Oh, no. I'm trying to look up what happens. Somebody says that it takes hours before the dialogue loops. Oh my god.
Back in my debate club days, I learned a whole lot about arguing. The problem with arguing is that each person sees their opinion as a superior one.
God, my voice is actually getting tired from this. My god. Okay, I'm trying to look. I'm trying to look up what to do. Hold on. You know, might as well. I mean, it's been a while. If you're still watching this, you're apparently interested, so I'm just gonna take a look. Huh. God. I'm trying to not spoil anything for myself, so I'm searching carefully, but God, this is hard. Alright, looks like I'm just gonna have to sit it out. It's gonna be a while though. You know what? I'm gonna continue this in the next episode and have it a bit as an extra episode. If you're interested in this ending, I'm just gonna do it like that. So I'm gonna end this episode here. So, my god, my voice is kind of wrecked right now. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. I'll leave some links down in the description, including the one for this game. It's available on Steam, but also on a few other web pages apparently. I will leave it all down there. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye!